It's Taco Tuesday in Las Vegas. Las Vegas Lights hosting Orange County SC, presented by the Castro Verde Law Group. Both teams looking to turn the page after disappointing results on the weekend. We look at the standings in the Pacific Division of the USL Championship at the midway point of the season. At the top, Phoenix rising 29 points after beating San Diego on the weekend. The top four make the playoffs. Las Vegas 3 points back of LA2 with 16 games remaining. And good evening to you, Matt Peterson with former Houston Dynamo midfielder Andrew Driver. Both teams with a bad taste in their mouth. Vegas had a 2-1 lead at Real Monarchs. Similarly, Orange County couldn't see out a 2-1 home win against Sacramento.
Yeah, two disappointing results for the teams. They want to, now it's about character, bouncing back from that game and hopefully coming into this one and revenging those poor last-minute goals.
Cal Jennings got a goal against Real Monarchs, so look to make it 2-2 tonight. He's been outstanding this year for Steve Cherundolo on loan for LAFC, and he'll really have to lead the line tonight for Las Vegas Lights.
Yeah, we know he's got pace, power, flair. He's probably the best attacking threat for Las Vegas, as you see here, a goal last week, so he'll be high in confidence again. He just wants a run of games where he can score continuously, but he has been a real bright spot for the Lights this year and a real focal point in the attack.
4 goals leads Las Vegas. Players to watch presented by Nevada State College. And across the way, one of the most in-form attacking players in the championship, it's Ronaldo Thomas. 3 appearances at the Gold Cup. He missed 5 USL games, but he came right back into the team and scored against Sacramento on Saturday. Andrew, he had a run this year with a goal in 5 consecutive games.
Yeah, he's absolutely brimming in confidence. You can see that the way he played. I watched the Gold Cup and saw him come on for Haiti against Canada, and he had a great, nearly changed the game by scoring as soon as he came on. Definitely a threat, pace and power, and he's obviously chipping in with goals this season as well.
Still only 21. He scored twice against Vegas back in June, and they love his attitude in Orange County. Always shows up with a smile on his face. Vegas looking for payback against Orange County. Lineups and kickoff from Cashman next.
Whoever you are, you're one of us. Whatever you want, we'll get you there. If you're not like anyone else, you're just what we're looking for. It's time to enroll in your future. Nevada State College.
Yo creo que Subaru de Las Vegas es un lugar diferente a los demás. Tenemos mucha gente que habla español en todos los departamentos. Cuando ustedes vengan a Subaru de Las Vegas, no tengan miedo, no hay presión de comprar carro. Siempre tratamos a las personas como familia y nunca como un negocio. Definitivamente yo recomiendo Subaru para la gente de habla hispana. Es una gran experiencia.
Mantenimiento gratuito cuando compra o alquila un Subaru nuevo. SubaruLasVegas.com.
Believe me, with a head as big as yours, there's nothing better than the Highlander. The Highlander will seat up to 8 people.
Ooh, John has piqued Cash's interest. He got him with the economic hybrid engine. Cash is low on cash, but thankfully, John has an attractive finance offer.
I'll do anything to sell you a car.
Las Vegas Light Soccer is presented by the Castro Verde Law Group. They treat you like family. By Finlay Toyota, where John Barr will do anything to sell you a car. And by Jarritos, it's super good. Las Vegas Lights hosting Orange County SC. Let's look at the starting lineup for Las Vegas under first-year head coach Steve Cherundolo. An interesting, Andrew, 3 at the back. First time they've started a game with 3 at the back here at home.
Yeah, I like the idea of it on this tighter pitch to play 3 at the back, let the fullbacks be a lot more attacking. Obviously the likes of Jennings and Masovsky back this week, so they have the firepower there, and I think the Lights will quietly fancy themselves tonight.
And for Orange County, under Braden Klutz here, and his 5th season, Thomas is in form.
Yeah, obviously the top goal scorer, the main man up front, but most of the play comes from Calvillo in midfield. That's where they like him to spray the ball around, but you look for Damas to be the main threat.
Richards and Smith, the wing backs. Expect a lot of width from both these teams today. Here we go from Las Vegas. Eligio Anenguin is the referee. Las Vegas in white. Attacking from left to right, Orange County. And the orange and black. Orange County won the last meeting 3-1, June 19th in Las Vegas. 2 goals from Ronaldo Thomas. This is a good away team, Andrew. 4-2-1 away from home. And a good early push from Olaski, who wins it right back.
Yeah, Orange County is one of the more difficult teams for the Lights to play. Lights have struggled against the more experienced teams this season. Orange County have a depth and experience throughout the squad, so going to be a very difficult encounter. The Orange County would like to assert their dominance over the Lights early.
Could see both Olaskis tonight. Brian Olaski, number 10 for Orange County, starts for the visitors. Eric Olaski, an available substitute off the bench for Steve Cherundolo, and of course the 3rd brother who plays in the USL Championship, Milan Olaski, scored a goal against Las Vegas on the weekend.
Yeah, hopefully the Olaski doesn't come back to haunt them tonight. Maybe the Olaski goal scorer will be on the Light side if he comes off the bench.
All the way back to Abraham Romero. Coach Cloutier told me he's very pleased with the goalkeeper position. Rakowski, the German, has been excellent, but Romero starts tonight. Here comes Quezada, well-weighted ball into the path. Nearly there for Masovsky. A good warning shot from the wing-back tonight, Alvaro Quezada.
Well, that's exactly what I think that man Cherundolo would have liked to see. Get those wide guys forward. Playing 3 at the back allows the 2 wing-backs to really be offensive, and with Quezada you've got athleticism and good on the ball. You saw there, he almost found the perfect pass.
Here's Cal Jennings. Had a goal and an assist in the 3-2 loss against Real Monarchs on Saturday. He gave Vegas the lead around the hour mark, but 2 late goals from Real Monarchs, including a penalty 6 minutes in the second half stoppage time. Coach Cherundolo said, I want my team to be more under control, managing those winning positions and being under control whether you have the ball or whether you don't.
Yeah, you got to remember this Lights team is a young team that lacks experience, and that's controlling a game and controlling the last 10 minutes of a game is something that really comes with experience. So going through the USL Championship like this is, these guys will be learning every week. They're obviously bitterly disappointed to lose that game last week, but they'll learn about it. It's about character, and Cherundolo really hammered that point home.
Here are the match odds, brought to you by Westgate Superbook. Vegas at plus 205, Orange County even.
Yeah, I think that as the home team, Las Vegas will fancy their chances. Orange County, as we mentioned, difficult team to play against. It's fairly even on the odds, and I think we'll see a pretty even game.
We'll see how this 3 center back system works for Las Vegas. They've used it before. Went to 3 at the back away at Oakland about a month ago. Got a draw. But the first time with 3 at the back from the start. Here is Masovsky. Contact, it's a penalty. Young Kobe Henry isolated Masovsky, and the hometown kid earns a penalty inside 4 minutes.
Yeah, great to see Masovsky getting back into the team after a slight injury. It's a great, and playing the three up front like this, you have Masovsky and Jennings, they've really got the pace. And you lined up the defender, inside, outside, rash challenge. Masovsky did really well. That's what you want to see, your attackers running at defenders in the box. If you do that, defender, make a decision for the defender, and luckily on this time, the defender made the wrong one, penalty Vegas.
Masovsky will step up. He's from Henderson, Nevada, went to Liberty High School, set all sorts of state records. 3 goals to his name for Las Vegas this season. An opportunity on loan from LAFC. Here's Masovsky. Saved by Romero. Romero held his ground. Masovsky went down the middle, and Romero with an important save here in the 5th minute.
Oh, great chance gonna miss for Las Vegas. Masovsky tried the little stutter step before he hit it. I don't know if he was expecting the goalkeeper to move, and he's just picked the wrong side. Relatively easy save for the goalkeeper. You've got to be careful when you do that stutter step. You lose the chance of hitting the power on the strike, and as you see there, he didn't get enough purchase on the ball, and an easy save in the end.
Now Masovsky frustrated into that challenge. Adengin, the referee, will show Masovsky a yellow card.
I think the referee's setting a dangerous precedent, giving a yellow card after 5 minutes for, it was a little bit of an innocuous challenge, a little bit of frustration, Masovsky, but as a referee, after 5 minutes, I think a talking to there would have sufficed.
Eligio Adengin, the referee. There's Braden Cloutier, 7th year with Orange County, 5th year as the head coach, but a big moment for Romero. And Cloutier told me by phone this morning that he's very pleased with the goalkeeper position. Patrick Rakowski, the 28-year-old German's been excellent, 12 goals against in 9 games, but Romero gets it tonight. He said with the congested schedule, he'd like to give each goalkeeper 1 start per week.
Yeah, and I think when you put goalkeepers in that situation, that they have to try and prove themselves. So for Romero there, he's really stamped a note into the manager's head. As a coach, you trust your goalkeeper and he becomes reliable, saving penalties.
Frank Jerome introducing himself, the defensive midfielder for Las Vegas. As you see the different Orange County, there's Olaski, or there's Wehan, I should say, and there's Smith. But Coach Cloutier told us this today that with the introduction of Eric Calvillo, the 23-year-old on loan from San Jose, they can play with the ball more through midfield. And here's your keys to the game presented by Finlay Chevy.
Yeah, for the lights in the box, they want to be more efficient attacking and a bit more determined in the defensive zone, and obviously they want to control the game. There's been times this year where against the experienced teams they've been on the back foot, and obviously for Orange County, don't give up the early goal. They were lucky not to give up the early goal there and manage the end of the game, obviously coming off that last minute equalizer from Sacramento at the weekend.
Free kick coming for Orange County. You see big Rob Kiernan pushing forward. It was 2 long throw-in goals, which helped Orange County to a 3-1 win here just over a month ago. This free kick will come from the right edge. Dangerous ball. And finally cleared.
Definitely an area Orange County feel they will have the upper hand. Set pieces, they have a big team, big Rob Kiernan coming out the back. They're definitely a threat from in these situations.
Here's Brent Richards, now 5 assists to his name, had a goal and an assist in the draw with Sacramento. Here he heaves in the long throw-in. Past Thomas. Settled by Olaski. McCabe lost out to Quezada. Throw into Orange County.
Obviously nothing came from that one, but if I'm a manager and I'm seeing a ball bouncing from a throw-in in my own box, you want your centre-halves there going 10 yards forward and smashing the ball clear, not letting the ball bounce. It's a bit worrying signs for Las Vegas very early.
There's Brent Richards. Over 100 games, 7 goals, 15 assists with Reno in this rivalry before Orange County this year. Olaski runs it down. Wehan back in the mix and finally cleared. Daroma did well. Across to Quezada. Quezada has played in this wing-back position before. He played left-back early in the season, got advanced very well, but Julian Gaines is still out. It's a break tonight for Mohamed Traore. So with two natural outside backs, it's a new system for Cherundolo with three center backs and then wing backs in front of them with Quezada on the right and Molina on the left.
Yeah, I think Quezada is a natural position. The wing back would probably be his number one. He's sometimes in between. Sometimes they play him as attacker, sometimes a defender. This way he gets to play best of both worlds in one.
Injury report presented by Dignity Health Physical Therapy. Ashmadu Trehu remain out for Vegas. Kisipli and Evolson and John still out for Orange County. But one man who is back is Darwin Jones. Has yet to play this year due to a hamstring injury, but could be available tonight. Braden Cloutier.
You talk about Quezada. I'd really like to see Quezada today doubling up on the defender with Carl Jennings. Obviously Jennings is a threat on his own, but you have Quezada running around him. It'll really make the decision, make it a difficult night for the Orange County defender.
Yeah, we've seen before getting a center back isolated, as is what happened there in the 4th minute when Henry committed the foul, delivering a penalty for Vegas. Here's space for Quezada.
This is a situation here. You have Quezada out to Jennings. You've got two players that can beat men one-on-one.
It was not touch. It's a goal kick to Orange County, and that man, big smile for him. Romero, who stopped the penalty in the 5th minute. Security National Mortgage, offices in Summerlin and Henderson. Weehan. It's Calvillo. Made his debut for Orange County against Las Vegas as a second half substitute. He's on loan from San Jose.
I was just about to mention, you see a little bit of signs of a little bit of frustration from Las Vegas. You have the dream start, you win the penalty, you don't score it. And now Orange County having a little bit of possession. The body language of the lights has just switched that little bit from being very positive to possibly being a little bit more negative.
Tony Leon partnering Cici Uche and Mamadou Fall as the three center backs, the back of this 3-4-3 formation for Steve Cherundolo.
Yeah, playing all three of those players together is probably a good thing. The ball guys, all three of them have been very good this season. It's always been difficult to choose who you want to play at any given time, so playing them all together might work in Cherundolo's favor.
And there's the understanding. Quezada there hesitated a bit. Jennings with the return ball. Quezada did not make the run. It's a throw-in for Orange County.
Yeah, I don't want to see Quezada hesitating. I want him up there all day today. He has the defender. He has the coverage behind him. He can make those forward runs with the knowledge that he has cover. He doesn't need to worry about his defensive duties as much as he usually will.
Orozco will throw it in. Up to 35 years of age now, the Orange, California native. He's the captain, 3rd year with Orange County. Previously with Tijuana, Puebla, among others. Free kick won by Quezada in midfield. It's Calvillo committed the foul.
Now this is where I mentioned the referee set his precedent. If the one on Masovsky's a yellow card, surely you have to follow that up with a yellow card.
Daniel Crisostomo has played every minute this year for Steve Cherundolo. Tonight's his 15th consecutive start. Quezada headed clear by Henry. Long touch from Torres. Clearance from Kiernan. Good composure from Uche to chest it down and pull it back to Rando.
Really great composure, especially when you have Ronaldo Thomas chasing you down with the speed of him. Real good from Uche though, nice and confident. Quiet start to the night for Christian Torres after a goal and assist at the weekend. I was hoping he would really continue that form straight into the game early doors.
Molina turned away by Orozco. Hard challenge in midfield from Crisostomo. Legio Adenguin, the referee, had a good view of it. Fall all the way back to Rando. Calvillo.
He's got to think himself pretty lucky there, Crisostomo. Anytime you go off the ground like that, if he doesn't make contact with the ball like he did, it's a straight red card. So lucky he made the contact with the ball, otherwise the referee might have had dim view on that.
Against his former team as well.
Yeah, he's obviously, whenever you play your former team, you want to prove something, don't you? You want to show that you want them to miss you, let's put it that way.
Long touch from Musovski. Kiernan comes out in the middle to run him down.
I felt Musovski showed great pace there, and it looked like he kind of held back a little bit. I don't know if the injury still bothers him a little bit, but it looked like he was favourite to get the ball, but you see big Tiernan come across and maybe made him slow down that little bit.
Musovski coming back from a minimal knee injury. You can see the bandage over his left knee. Now it's Quezada with Torres. Sandwiched out of the play that time by Tommy McKay. Tony Leon. Time and space. The LAFC homegrown, still 17 years of age, from Long Beach. Oh, good work here. This is Wehan pushing forward. Richards deflected cross, easily handled by Rando.
Very good break from Orange County. Came from a poor long ball from Las Vegas really to no man's land, and good break from Orange County. The Lights lucky to get away with that one.
Musovski drops in midfield to help out once again. Fall across the back with CC Uche, who's the captain tonight for Steve Cherundolo. Long switch from Uche. With in-house funding, processing, and underwriting, your loan gets done fast. Security National Mortgage. Visit snmc.com. Good turn from Jennings. Good recovery from Wehan. DeRoma. Back for Fall. To the feet of Musovski, who turns on Henry. Musovski still has it. Musovski slips it wide for Molina. Low ball! It's an opening goal for Cal Jennings. America First Credit Union goal, and Andrew, they got the wingbacks involved, and they have an early lead.
That's what you have when you have the wingbacks of Molina and Quezada. Molina more of an attacking threat than a fullback. Great ball up to the side. Great delivery, and Jennings in the perfect position to stab the ball home from 4 yards. It all comes from Musovski. First game back from injury, showed the desire, showed the hunger, a lovely little slid pass, and Molina took a lovely touch and a great driven ball across the box, and That's where you want your strikers, in the right place at the right time. A goal and assist last week. He's followed it up with another goal this week, and Jennings is on fire.
It's his 5th goal for Las Vegas Lights in his 10th start. Vegas in front after the penalty save from Romero to deny Musovski.
That's what Molina brings in that left wing-back area. He has great quality. We've seen him change games this season when he's coming off the substitutes bench. This time getting him in those dangerous areas, and it was a magnificent cross. It's the defender's nightmare. There's not much as a defender you can do, and Jennings obviously clinical in that situation.
Fifth goal of the year for Cal Jennings. America First Credit Union goal comes in the 18th minute.
The play early in the move for the goal actually started with Jennings. He has this uncanny ability to come deep to get the ball, and always finds the time to turn and then start running. I mean, it came to nothing early. Then obviously the ball fell for Musovski and the goal came from there. But it's good to see Jennings getting the ball and running at the defenders early on.
Big switch beyond Molina. Here comes Richards. Cross from the right. Beyond Thomas. Quezada concedes a throw-in. Steve Trundle looks on. There's Chris Weehan.
Say it again, here's the danger, if anything, tonight against Orange County. These long throws, you see they're not in any hurry to take them. They know that this is an opportunity for them. They'll get the big bodies forward and really take the time.
Brent Richards. 5 assists on the year. Long throw-in. And that was much better from Vegas. That was Mamadou Fall coming out of his position to have an impact.
Yeah, much better. I mentioned earlier they let the ball bounce in the box. That time he showed the aggression. There was only one man winning the ball. He came from 5 yards behind everyone else and won the header. And that's what the Lights need to do to be competitive in set pieces tonight. Great from Mamadou Fall.
The assist for Molina on the Cal Jennings goal, his 2nd of the season. Versus Tomo. Uche. Leon with Fall.
I'm not sure if that's part of the game plan tonight. They've tried a lot, or 3 or 4 diagonal plays or diagonal balls from this area so far tonight. It hasn't come off as yet. There's another one right now. It looks like they're trying to get the ball wide and high early, a little bit more direct than we're used to seeing on the Lights.
Versus Tomo. Now Quezada. Long touch forward from Uche. Versus Tomo. Back for Rando. Former Virginia Cavalier.
Another thing you mention is Uche, Traore and Fall are going to get a lot more time on the ball. And early doors tonight, they're very comfortable on the ball. Maybe that gave Chirundla the directive. He knows these guys are good on the ball and he feels like he can play free at the back.
Quezada, decent idea. Had the overlapping Molina on the opposite side.
Good play again, yeah. Molina coming forward. They're throwing bodies forward. They're free at the back. It's given them the opportunity to throw those guys forward, and already seeing Las Vegas being pretty threatening.
Long diagonal, calmly headed back to Rando, corner kick. So effective for Orange County, that directness that time. That was Nathan Smith, former UCLA Bruin, now 26 years of age. Brian Olaski, 25-year-old former UCLA Bruin as well. In his second year with Orange County, before that LA2. Legia Warsaw in Poland. Corner kick, headed away. Calvillo. Good ball back in, nodded in. It's Thomas, and the flag was up. Second phase there for Orange County.
Yeah, no hesitation from them to throw the ball in the box. That man Damas is a danger man, but obviously the defense held a very good line that time and managed to play the offside trap when it worked perfectly.
Thomas scored twice against Vegas back on June 19th. Lisowski still on the ball. Jennings will face up. Here's Cal Jennings. A goal to his name. Off to the left for Molina. Jennings down. Molina crosses blocked, and Jennings now gets back to his feet.
That's what you want. You want the danger men, the more experienced players for the Lights getting on the ball. You see Jennings there, Masovsky as well. They're both really getting involved in the game and trying to influence it as much as possible.
Molina will leave this for Mamadou Fall. 18-year-old from Senegal, experienced with the Senegal U17 national team a couple years ago. Came to Vegas via Montverde Academy in Orlando. Long throw in from Fall. Kiernan heads away. They'll say illegal throw in with the back foot coming up.
The referees don't often call them, do they?
That leads to a deep throw-in on the defensive end for Orange County. Orozco will get it out. Daroma heads forward. Here's Brent Richards. Good composure there. Calvillo joins. Now it's Weehan. And this newfound system with Calvillo as the fulcrum has really unleashed Brent Richards, a really well-known player, but he has a lot of license to push forward on that right side.
Yeah, you saw that twice. Real good on the ball, nice feet, and instantly, as you would with Orange County, when he's on the ball, he's looking for the runs of Damas with the pace. This time, overhit the ball a little bit, but he was looking for that through ball for Damas to run onto.
Quezada down. Eligio Adenguin, the referee, comes over.
A little bit of aggression by a flair player for Orange County there. It's a pretty dangerous play. There was no way he was going actually for a header there. He was just ran straight through Quezada.
Alvaro Quezada, 22-year-old from Southern California, played at UC Irvine. Earlier this year, Cherundolo called him a coach's dream. Physically very gifted, he can play any position on the field.
I think at this point in the season he already almost has, hasn't he? Goalkeeper being the only one he hasn't.
So Jennings up to 5 goals, besting the club leader last year. Yamakami Chester had 4 goals. Nice first touch from Weehan. Weehan is saved by Rando. Spectacular save, Alex Rando. Weehan took that out of the air beautifully, but could not beat Rando.
Great touch from Weehan. You felt he was running onto the ball, but magnificent save from Rando. I tell you, the one thing that doesn't go for notice is the bravery here. Weehan took a great touch. He's running at full speed, and Rando has just thrown his body into harm's way and made a great save. You felt Weehan was just potentially going to dink it over Rando, but great bravery and a really good save. Rando has really come on in the weeks. He's been one of the top performers for the Lights.
20 years of age from New York. Adengin, the referee, will sort this out on the backside with Orozco. Quezada, really well done from Rando. He started the season as the backup goalkeeper, but has seized the #1 shirt.
He's definitely got shot-stopping ability, hasn't he?
Another corner kick. This one swept aside. Will be a third successive corner kick for Chris Wehan, who has wonderful delivery. A couple of years ago, he had 12 assists and was the USL Rookie of the Year. To go with 8 goals. This one to the backside, headed off the bar. Second chance off the bar again. Twice off the crossbar for Orange County. The second one was from Richards.
I'm laughing because it was kind of comical. I don't know how the ball didn't go into the back of the net. I don't know. Did Rando make the save? Well, he's tipped that one, so that's a great save. And then this one, it's the opposite way. It went from the bar onto the goalkeeper. I'm not. Orange County won't believe what they just saw.
It was 2 for Kobe Henry. He had both the chances. First, past the post, that was saved. The second one off the bar. Kobe Henry with 2 golden chances. Saved once by the goalkeeper, second by the bar.
Well, they say you make your own luck, don't you? I think Rando deserved the second one not to go in after the first save. The great reactions from point blank to tip it onto the bar. And then the second one was a little bit lucky, but the lights lived to carry on. But again, from set pieces, Orange County are dangerous.
Purchasing a new home is a snap with this all-in-one app for finding and financing your home. Learn more at www.snmc.com/snap. Thomas, good work, crossing, and it's cleared by Leon. Wehan really wants it on that far side. Richards pushing forward. And good, desperate defending. They'll concede a corner, but that's all you need to do. Nice work there from Mamadou Fall.
I wouldn't say that. I think it was good defending. They're keeping good shape. Here's that chance again. Great save to begin with. And then at the second time, this time it ricocheted off the bar and off the back of Rando.
Back in from Tommy McCabe. It's Rando to claim. 2 spectacular saves in the early going for Rando.
That's good play out from the back, passing the ball through the midfield. And here we go with the diagonal ball, and that's a great ball this time.
It's Cal Jennings. Jennings, well bent ball, just too far in front of Alvaro Quezada, well read by Abraham Romero, the Orange County goalkeeper.
And there you see what Cherundolo was working on. You've got the diagonals, you want Jennings' pace going in early. You have Quezada out there with him. It's a good ball to be playing, and a great ball in from Jennings there. Just maybe like that little bit of bend bringing it out, but direct play from Vegas working there.
There's Steve Cherundolo. He wants them to manage these winning positions better and be in control. And he said, we've been very good between the boxes all year, basically playing with everyone in the league. It's in the attacking box and defending our own box where they have struggled.
Yeah, and it's yet to see how the game develops. You're playing against an Orange County team that's going to put a lot of pressure on these defenders for Las Vegas. So hopefully they'll have learned from the mistakes from last week and they can continue to keep this clean sheet going forward. And we've already seen how clinical they can be going forward, the Lights tonight. I think Steve Cherundolo will be quietly pleased with how the game's gone so far.
Henry's clearance went off Masovsky. Throw into Las Vegas on the far side.
The old multi-ball trick, playing tricks on the eyes there. It's little things like that that you don't realize as these young Las Vegas guys when you're a reserve team player, when you're younger, when you play youth football, you'll only have one ball on the side. You come to this level, the ball never goes out. There's a new ball coming constantly, and the fitness levels have to rise up. I think we mentioned Steve Schrundler says he's impressed with how the fitness of the Lights guys have improved as the season's gone along.
Vegas will enjoy a bit of a break after tonight's game. It's been a busy summer for both these teams. Vegas just one win all time against Orange County, one win in 5 home games against Orange County. Historically a tough opponent for Las Vegas Lights. Look at that from DeRoma. And he'll go over the top, chested down, dinked over the top, and off the top of the goal, that hit the bar. What a spectacular goal that would have been from Musovski. All set up by Frank DeRoma.
Brilliant from DeRoma. He slipped early doors, managed to get himself up. He's so sharp in those little 2-yard spaces. He's very tricky, and you can't get the ball off him. He's, first of all, the sticky ball has been a chip, but elusive there away. And this is magnificent, magnificent pass, and really good touch from Musovski. It's a very difficult skill when you're going towards goal to just get that little ding. And I think so far we're going for records on how many times we can hit the crossbar. Very entertaining first 35 minutes though.
Out wide on this left side, Nathan Smith. Now it's Weehan in a central position with Calvillo. Smith. Calvillo. And here's the difference for Braden Cloutier's team. They can really play through the lines now with the addition of Eric Calvillo.
Yeah, but it's going to be difficult to play through the lines tonight when you have these free commanding defenders at the back for Las Vegas. Vegas will be happy for them to play themselves in there as long as they don't get in behind the Vegas defense. You always have the danger of Damas running in behind, and they've kept it very tight, the Vegas defense tonight. He hasn't had much chance to do that.
For Las Vegas, it's a 6th game in 25 days, spanning July 3rd to now. They won't play till August 7th. Long throw in from Richards, high lofted delivery, headed off the crossbar again. Foul call beforehand, but hands on the head there for Rob Kiernan, who had a chance. That crossbar has been rattled 5 or 6 times total, but a clear foul.
A clear foul. He's got a hand on the defender there. There's not much I think Quezada can do. Kiernan really doesn't need to do that. He's a big commanding defender. He could use his strength. Again, the crossbar's going to need some ice at half time, I think, but no, very entertaining, and that's what Orange County are looking to do, get those balls flung into the box.
You can hear Cici Uche asking for help as he gets around Olaski. Now it's Quezada.
Again there, Uche really good on the ball, showing a bit of trickery to go past a couple of players. Just couldn't find the pass, but did well to keep possession.
Here's Musovski. Picks his head up. DeRoma, edge of the area. DeRoma shot blocked. More of a deep-lying defensive midfielder most of the season, but maybe with the wing-backs opening up space, he can push further forward tonight.
Yeah, especially with Crisostomo behind him, guarding the ship. He has a little bit more freedom. I think he's more freedom when Duke doesn't play, because he's more of the player you want on the ball.
Jennings relentless in the box. And Torres commits the foul.
It's good to see Musovski back. I think he's been a great help for the performance from Vegas tonight. He's held the ball up well. His movement's good. He's been positive. When him and Jennings play together, I think they've got 2 threats going forward for Vegas. When one of them isn't there, then maybe too much onus is on one of them to make something happen.
Restart from Romero. Weehan getting a lot of touches here in the first half. For Orange County, it's 7th game in 27 days. They'll play an 8th game in July on Saturday at Oakland. Managers across the championship managing the minutes. It's a congestion schedule here in 2021. A lot of midweek games.
Yeah, especially when you throw in the fact you're playing in 100-degree heat, you're traveling on the road.
Well-weighted ball, it's Richards. He has options, lays it back. Olaski settling touch and a tying goal. Spectacular play for Orange County. It was Richards with his 6th assist of the year, and another Olaski scores against Las Vegas. It was Milan on Saturday, and here tonight it's Brian Olaski.
Yeah, Olaski strikes again. It was good play from Orange County. Actually, a great pass into the danger area as he went down the line. I thought Olaski might have hit it first time. He took great composure to hit it. I'm not sure the defenders are calling for offside. If this hits off Thomas, he's in an offside position. Potentially could have been an offside call. I can see why there's claims from Orange County, but he took it very well. Took the great first touch. I thought he'd maybe lost his opportunity. Great composure and a good finish with the left foot.
And I beg your pardon, that was Michael Orozco getting forward with the assist. I thought it was Richards because he had taken so much license all evening, but Orozco, the center back, and it shows you the more fluid style of play now under Braden Cloutier. That's a center back getting forward in a wing back area, providing the assist.
That might be the reason that no one tracked the run. He's come from an unknown area. When you play free at the back like Vegas are tonight, that area is always going to be dangerous from people making those overlapping runs. This time Vegas were caught out and the big free centre half couldn't get back and cover the space. But really, really good finish from Olaski. Don't take anything away from him. To take a touch in that situation, most players will have just taken a wild swing at the ball and hope for the best. He showed composure, good touch and a really good finish with the left foot.
3rd goal in 15 appearances for Brian Olaski. And the first assist of 2021 for Michael Orozco. It's sort of a chess match now, Andrew, that's a good touch. Wehan centering it, and a well clearance there from Chrysostomo, but both teams don't have conventional outside backs tonight, so really it's risk reward. You want to go into those vacated areas, expose yourself at the back, and that's exactly what Orange County did with Orozco going to that right channel.
That's exactly what Las Vegas did on their goal, isn't it? When you do play free at the back, you are exposed in the wide areas, but it's led to a very entertaining game. I think both teams will be really happy with the way they've played. As a spectator, I'm happy with the way it played, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Diagonal, and it's left for Rando.
And you're right, it is a chess game. It's whoever's going to take the chances, I think, on the night. You can always pull those fullbacks back a little bit if you do go in, if you want to be a little bit more steady. But it seems both managers feel like they can win this game and they want to throw the bodies forward.
Michael Orozco becomes the 10th Orange County player with an assist. Bad giveaway there, it's Thomas. Great centering ball, hard tackle. Referee had a good view of it. Chrysostomo got it right against Olaski.
And that's the work of Chrysostomo, isn't it? What a tackle. We've given praise to the defenders all night for their play on the ball. This time they dilly-dallied and gave the ball away. Lucky Damas played a good ball in, but Chrysostomo saw the danger, and that's what he's there for. Really good clearance.
Really was dithering defending. Here comes Richards with the long throw-in. Headed down, not all the way out. Ambitious strike. Shades of the Danish league there, and took a deflection. It will be a corner kick coming.
Dangerous there, wasn't it? A big strike. It took a deflection. Orange County, a bit of prolonged pressure here. That's not what Las Vegas will want against this bigger team.
Luz y Fuerza, Las Vegas, and the Electric Company bringing the noise on Taco Tuesday. Wehan from the corner. Dangerous spot, headed clear. Away from CC Uche. Relentless here from Orange County. They look primed for a second one.
Yeah, they've definitely taken the ascendancy from the second goal. They're obviously more positive right now. The Lights need to hopefully just hold on and get in for half-time at this point.
Good work, Chrysostomo in the channel. Now space for DeRoma. Torres. Laid back by Torres. DeRoma earns a free kick.
There's a reason Chrysostomos plays every game, isn't there? He's sees the danger, he's good on the ball. He's really like the linchpin in that midfield. You need an ever-present, it's kind of that Makalele position.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Headed away by Henry. Masovsky, good takedown, but Henry a good, well-timed challenge. Thomas lost it. Under Torres. Masovsky. Free kick.
He looks sharp tonight, Masovsky. I think sometimes when you've had a little injury, a little bit of rest, these other guys have probably played, what you said, 6 games in 20 games in 20 days. So Masovsky looking fresh and looking a threat.
Download our Snap app today to get started on your journey to home ownership. Security National Mortgage Company. Visit snmc.com. 1 minute expected to be added on at minimum at the end of this first half. It was Cal Jennings, his team-leading 5th goal, his 10th start for Las Vegas Lights on loan for LAFC. It was set up by Roberto Molina, came in the 19th minute, and then the tying goal, Brian Olaski, set up by Michael Orozco 20 minutes later. And before all that, that goalkeeper, impressive penalty save against Danny Masovsky. Masovsky earned a penalty against Kobe Henry. He took it. Looked like he tried to get Romero leaning one way. He sort of deked a lean and came back and stayed big, and he went down the middle. Romero saved the penalty against Masovsky.
Yeah, the dangers of the stutter step penalty, isn't it? When you do the stutter step, you lose the momentum of where you're going to go. I was always an old-fashioned fan of just picking a side and hitting it as firm as possible in there. You see the likes of Fernandez in the Premier League now basically walks up to take the penalty and doesn't miss very often.
Romero's 23s from Pasadena. Mexico starter at the U17 World Cup in 2015 and the U20 World Cup in 2017. Mexico finished 4th. Torres wide left. Nice recovery there. In space from Tommy McCabe. Re-won by DeRoma. Closing seconds of this first half. Quezada. Uche. Thomas fouled by Crisostomo. See if Orange County tries to play quickly here at the end of the half. Olaski, the goal scorer. Bad giveaway there. Here's Quezada, 3-on-2. Wide left, Masovsky. Good recovery. Orozco got there in time. It was 3-on-2 for Vegas.
Yeah, they just let the sting go out of the attack, didn't they? They were very positive, and then just by going sideways to Jennings, I would have liked Quezada to go himself and be more positive.
It was Tommy McCabe who lost it. A good recovery from Michael Orozco, hustling back to provide the backside defending.
It goes back to taking your opportunities. Chirundla has mentioned they haven't been as ruthless as they can be in the other team's box. That's an occasion where you need to be positive and you need to at least work the goalkeeper at a point instead of saying a poor pass to the left and passing the buck, as they would call it.
A saved penalty, that missed chance. Vegas could feel they should have 3 goals right now. It's halftime at Cashman. A 5th goal on the year for Cal Jennings and a tying goal for Brian Olaski for Orange County. Your thoughts on the first half, Andrew Driver?
I think it's been very entertaining. Both teams have had spells where they've been in the ascendancy. I think 1-1's probably a fair result right now, but positive start for the Lights. Obviously disappointed not to score the penalty early doors, but it's been very entertaining.
Braden Cloutier leading his team off the field. This was the goal for Las Vegas. Good work from Osofsky, and then Molina across to Jennings. Halftime at Cashman. Las Vegas won, Orange County won.
Nevada Donor Network is a proud partner of the Las Vegas Lights FC. We are asking for your help to save and heal lives. Registered organ, eye, and tissue donors give hope to the more than 650 Nevadans waiting for their second chance at life. You have the power to bring them hope. Register as a hero today at registerme.org. Together, we are Nevada strong.
Believe me, with a head as big as yours, there's nothing better than the Highlander. The Highlander will seat up to 8 people.
Ooh, John has peak Cash's interest. He got him with the economic hybrid engine. Cash is low on cash, but thankfully, Sean has an attractive finance offer.
I'll do anything to sell you a car.
It's time to get back to making memories and enjoying your favorite activities with family and friends. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury slow you down. The therapists at Dignity Health Physical Therapy are here for you. With convenient locations throughout Nevada, Dignity's clinical experts will get you back to life. Go to dignityhealthpt.com to schedule an appointment. Dignity Health Physical Therapy believes movement is medicine and wants to help you experience the power of physical therapy today.
Halftime at Cashman, gorgeous Las Vegas on a Tuesday night. Matt Peterson with Andrew Driver, and it's a great opportunity for us to speak about Security National Mortgage Company and the great rates they're offering as of late.
Yeah, now's the time to take advantage of those record low rates and maybe refinance the home.
They have a great app. Helps out with in-house funding, processing, and underwriting. It's called Snap. So get it now at snmc.com/snap. All that documentation you need for a home loan or refi, nice when you can do it with an app.
Yeah, and whatever makes a stressful time as easy as possible, and those guys will help you out.
Anything you need. Stop renting, start buying. If you need cash for a home equity line of credit, visit them now at snmc.com to learn more and find out the many local loan officers in the Las Vegas area. Let's learn more about Security National Mortgage Company right now.
Are you trying to decide if buying a home is right for you? Having reservations is normal, and hey, we get it. This is a big decision. Here are some of the benefits of homeownership to consider. Pride of ownership and a sense of security are consistently the top reasons people enjoy owning a home. You can decorate your home to your style without wondering what the landlord is going to say. Plus, it's a great feeling to know you're investing in your future. Consistent payments. When it comes to financing your home, you may be able to lock in fixed monthly payments, meaning you pay the same mortgage over the entire life of the loan, unlike renting, which only goes up. Plus, once you've paid off your mortgage, you're done. Mortgage interest deductions. Now, even though property taxes and insurance will likely increase, you may be able to deduct the interest you pay on your mortgage, property taxes, and some other costs involved in buying a home. Plus, your home itself may provide additional tax-saving benefits, like if you use your home as an office while working from home remotely. Wealth creation. Real estate has proven to be one of the most effective ways to create wealth. As the value of your home increases over time, so does its equity, which may act as a ready-made savings plan for you down the road. Peace and quiet. Sure, owning a home doesn't mean all the noise will magically stop. But if you do hear your neighbors, at least it won't be because they're constantly tap dancing across their apartment floor, which also happens to be your ceiling. These are only a few of the advantages of owning. So if you're tired of renting, please call today to find out how close you are to starting that new chapter of your life as a homeowner.
Believe me, with a head as big as yours, there's nothing better than the Highlander. The Highlander will seat up to 8 people.
Ooh, John has peak Cash's interest. He got him with the economic hybrid engine. Cash is low on cash, but thankfully, Sean has an attractive finance offer.
I'll do anything to sell you a car.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Marcus Sargent goes to his left, hard strike, and it's in the net, 2-1 Oakland. Split another massive stop. Shoots, deflected, and a big save from Rawls. Asante takes this on. Oh, that's a tremendous goal from Solo.
Halftime in Las Vegas. Time for our USL Championship news and notes. A new home for New Mexico United. This is exciting, Andrew. The mayor, Tim Keller, is really lobbying for this. Could be very exciting for New Mexico United.
Yeah, another of those provincial cities in America that is growing into the USL and is growing with this league. So exciting times over there in New Mexico.
Could be a $70 million home for New Mexico United. San Diego has extended Jack Blake, well deserved. He leads the club in goals, assists, and shots.
Yeah, not great for Las Vegas Lights, but good to see the league signing guys on 1-2 year contracts. Shows the growth in the league, and it shows these teams are preparing for the future.
And USL on ESPN2, Oakland hosting Phoenix in a Pacific Division battle August 4th on ESPN2, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Now our Terribles out-of-town scoreboard. These games completed. RGV and Austin 1-1, Orange County and Sacramento. Heartbreaking draw for Orange County in that one. And a big one, a statement for Phoenix at San Diego. James Musa continuing his great season with the goal.
Yeah, the Loyals were on great form, weren't they? And Phoenix obviously asserting their dominance in the league. They don't want to be caught, and I think in the last few years they have been the top team, and that's a statement win to carry that on.
There's the upcoming schedule tomorrow. Atlanta United 2 hosting FC Tulsa, San Antonio, and El Paso, Sporting Kansas City 2, and Louisville City.
Yeah, getting to the halfway stage of the season now, so it's time for teams to really go on a run, and some exciting games for teams that can do that.
Other games with ties to the Pacific: Tacoma and San Diego, Sacramento hosting Oakland. More coming up at halftime.
And Orlando de Castroverde, third-generation lawyers and lifelong Nevadans, grew up in the law. They've built de Castroverde Law Group personal injury on their family principles. When you've been injured, they'll fight the insurance companies, seek maximum compensation, and stand by you the entire way. Just like family. De Castroverde Law Group personal injury. Our family will fight for yours.
Let's go, come on! Don't you do it. It's just a little water in the road. The light is green, there's places to go. It's just a little water in the road. The flash flood grows, how deep, who knows? The other cars made it. Watch and learn, let me show you how it goes.
Ooh la la.
Yep.
It's time to get back to making memories and enjoying your favorite activities with family and friends. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury slow you down. The therapists at Dignity Health Physical Therapy are here for you. With convenient locations throughout Nevada, Dignity's clinical experts will get you back to life. Go to dignityhealthpt.com to schedule an appointment. Dignity Health Physical Therapy believes movement is medicine and wants to help you experience the power of physical therapy today.
At Silver State Schools Credit Union, we'll be by your side through every moment of life's journey, from big life changes to small celebrations and everything in between, because we prioritize people over profit. Become a member today and have a financial partner for life.
Las Vegas Light Soccer is presented by Nevada State College. Be bold, be great, be state. By Flex Power Tools, get unmatched power and performance with Flex. By Westgate Las Vegas, discover legendary Vegas fun. And by Your View Las Vegas, catch replays of the lights every Saturday. Halftime at Cashman, 1-1 between Las Vegas and Orange County. Matt Peterson with former Houston Dynamo midfielder Andrew Driver. Cal Jennings, his 5th of the year. Olaski had the tying goal. What'd you make of that first half?
Oh, I thought it was very, very entertaining. Back and forth, two teams looking to win the game. Chances, crossbars, everything. It had everything. Great game so far.
Alex Rando was wonderful, had a few brilliant saves. Romero stopped a penalty from Osofsky.
Yeah, both goalkeepers performed very well. Just the chances from both teams has been phenomenal. It could have been 3-3 at the break. Obviously, a missed penalty from Las Vegas will be the one that stings the most.
It's a game sort of built for the outside backs. We've seen them pushing forward time and time again.
Yeah, and both teams have the attacking threat from all areas. Quezada obviously getting down the line on one side, Molina having the assist from the left-hand side. But I think that's what Cherundolo set the team up for in this game, to be offensive.
Here we go in the second half, 1-1. Between Las Vegas and Orange County, second meeting at the season. Orange County won here in Vegas in June by 3-1. Here's DeRoma pushing forward. Quezada. All the way back to Rando. 2 or 3 really good saves in that first half for Rando.
Yeah, particularly the one-on-one save from Wheaton. Really good save. It looks like the Lights have moved to more of a 4 at the back again. So they've moved away from the back three, potentially to stop Orange County from getting into those dangerous areas in the wide.
And it also looks like Eric Duenas has come on. They're in the middle of the fields. Duenas, a 16-year-old on loan from LAFC. Excellent ball, Thomas! And a well-timed challenge at the edge of the box, and he got it just right. That looked like Mamadou Fall, who was beaten by Damas momentarily.
Yeah, Damas's eyes were probably opening up, thinking he was in. A last-ditch toe from Fall. Great tackle.
Here's Duenas off the bench, halftime substitute. Crisostomo wide for the right. And it went over the end line. Now Jennings still on. Misovsky may have come off, and Duenas came on, and they put Jennings in Misovsky's central forward role.
Yeah, Misovsky had a good game. First game back from a few weeks out with injury. He still towards the end of the first half, he was potentially slowing up a little bit, so maybe Cherundolo feels like 45 minutes is enough, just getting back into fitness.
Excellent there in tight space from Eric Calvillo. You can see why they like to run the game through him.
Yeah, Tidy, the midfield of Las Vegas, Crisostomo and the likes have kept him fairly quiet tonight. He hasn't had the influence on the game as much as potentially Orange County would have liked. Great pass out there from him though.
It's Richards. This is possessed by Traore. Traore and Gaines, typically the outside backs, game in, game out. Gaines is still hurt with an injury. Traore's a halftime sub. Mike Kuningas will enter for...
Duenas has been energetic since coming on, find that nice little area in the number 10 spot.
Yeah, Kuningas for Nathan Smith, Dignity Health change for Braden Cloutier and Orange County. Rando will restart. They've kept Thomas in check. 7 goals in 9 starts, scored twice here in June. Had a run of 6 goals in 5 games back in June before the Gold Cup. Here comes Orange County up this left side. 4 minutes into the second half. Olaski stays on the ball. Self pass. Olaski has 2 options for Damas. Well-timed challenge. Cisse Uche into the tackle, and you can see Cisse Uche telling his teammates to be a little more physical on the wing against Olaski.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't blame him. Olaski, he's come through 2 defenders, very passive, and like everything was passive there from Las Vegas. They've not started the second half well at all. A really good challenge from Uche. You felt Damas was destined to score there.
Orange County was dangerous from corners in the first half. Another good ball, nodded down, appeals for a handball, waved off. Initially came off the head of Rob Kiernan. Eligio Adenguin did not see anything wrong with the clearance from Las Vegas.
Again from set pieces, though the Lights aren't competing on set pieces. Ball in for Kiernan, he's won the header, free header again, and it was dangerous, and huge shouts for handball from Orange County. It'll be interesting to see that one again in slow motion. Orange County have continued the second half, well, started the second half as they ended the first, really the dominant team right now.
Space through midfield, but dispossess. Excellent win. Tried to release Weehan, just too far in front. Chrysostoma has not left the field this season for Las Vegas. Mohamed Traore, also from Senegal, 18 years of age. Came over with Mamadou Fall to the Montverde Academy in Florida before signed by LAFC. Kuningas, 23 years of age, good size on this left side. Big midfielder from Finland. Henry all the way back to Romero. Under some pressure from Jennings.
Good from Jennings, put the goalkeeper under a lot of pressure, put a little bit of doubt in his mind. Now a chance for Las Vegas to assert a bit of pressure from themselves.
Leon. Duenas. Nice work from Kiernan. He saw the pass coming and slid over in time. Good speed from Thomas to get there. And he's fouled in the open fields.
Yeah, and I think that's a good foul to stop from Tony Leon, to stop the counter-attack from Damas. He used his pace to get away from there. If he didn't make the foul, it would have been a dangerous attack.
It feels like Vegas has this dealt with pretty well. It's like they underestimated Damas's speed.
Yeah, I think Traore maybe should have been a bit more assertive, trying to get to the ball first instead of, as soon as he was second to the ball, he was really up against it. And obviously now into the card, into the book.
Here comes the restart. Richards was the target, just a bit too high for him. Good challenge that time for Mohamed Traore. Restart from Rando. It was Jennings, his 5th of the year, and a tying goal from Brian Olaski, his 3rd for Orange County. Long touch from Torres. Tries to win it back. It's won by Kuningas. Excellent from Calvillo. Involves Kuningas. Kuningas splits 2. Kuningas is in. Deep throw in for Orange County.
Again, the Lights. Orange County, when they're in those positions, they're getting every second ball. They're being more aggressive. The Lights need to be more dominant as defenders and aggressive to prevent Orange County from just going through tackles like that. This must infuriate Chirundla to see that as a strong tackling defender himself.
Here comes Richards with a long throw and already 5 assists on the season. Nice work from Rando. He saw it early, went out and got it.
Good goalkeeping from Rando. As a defender who's been under the cosh a little bit from long throws and set pieces, when your goalkeeper comes out and takes the ball like that, it's a good feeling. It's a good confidence booster.
Nice turn from Duenas in midfield.
A really nice touch, wasn't it? Took confident, sharp turn. He has looked bright since he came on. He's obviously looking like he wants to prove something to the manager.
Kuningas nearly had it, re-won by Cici Uche. Now Chrysostoma. Henry comes out to win it against Jennings. Traore came on for Fall. Duenas for Musovski. So with Fall coming off, Uche and Leon combine as center backs. Quezada, it appears, will play right back. That's a well-weighted ball. Jennings has a chance. Jennings just nearly his second, but past the far post. Perfectly timed run for Cal Jennings.
Great timed run. And you fancied him to score. He's just obviously running without his head to goal, so he doesn't really know where the goal is. He's gone off instinct, and he's just had to try and cut it back, and I thought it was in, to be honest. It was a great effort.
Well-weighted pass, nice simple finish. They have surprised Romero, hit it that quickly.
A great run, a lovely little pass through. That's what Jennings does, though. His pace can really cause danger when he runs in behind like that.
Best move of the second half for Las Vegas Lights. Back to Abraham Romero.
The Lights have moved back to a 4-3-3 formation, and Jennings obviously the focal head. You need him to make those dangerous runs in behind.
Henry lost it. Here's Jennings. Cal Jennings! Saved by Romero. Kobe Henry still learning the position at age 17, a bright prospect. Bad giveaway there, however.
Yeah, good pressing from the Lights, though. Toronto said he's been impressed with how well they press, and at that point he did. And
Kuningas chested down, but called for a handball. Adenguin saw that. Not much argument there from the Finnish attacking player.
No. But yeah, to go back to Jennings, he did everything right, didn't he? Knocked it past the defender. Great positivity, confidence. Just didn't get enough on the strike to get it past the goalkeeper. But more positive from the Lights, a little bit more pressure. Winning the ball back in a dangerous area.
Throwing for Orange County. Here's the prior chance from Cal Jennings.
Good from Torres. A little bit quiet tonight, Torres, but good winning the ball back there. Everything right, Jennings. Just didn't get enough angle on the ball past the goalkeeper. Another good save from Romero, though.
You have to be impressed with Jennings. He is great in the open space. I would not want to be a center back trying to move laterally against Cal Jennings.
It's not even the lateral, it's the constant. His first thing on his mind all the time is get the ball, turn and run at defenders, and that's exactly what defenders don't want to play against.
Brian Olaski will deliver this corner kick for Orange County. It's to the back post and cleared by Crisostomo. We offer a variety of home loan programs, including down payment assistance, Security National Mortgage. Headed on by Richards. Thomas back for Olaski, the goal scorer for Orange County. Bending it to the back post, spectacular ball, just a bit too far for Kuningas.
Yeah, great ball from Olaski. He's been the bright spot for Orange County tonight. Again there, great delivery into the box. Here's Thomas again, using his pace to get in. Olaski, one thing in his mind, touched it out. I felt like Rando left a lot of space in the front post, but good defending from the Lights this time.
Thomas. Weehan tried to settle, picked up by Rando. Opening goal, Cal Jennings, 18th minute, assisted by Roberto Molina. And then the 39th minute, Brian Olaski from Michael Orozco, the center back, pushing forward in the right channel to provide the assist.
I think Duenas is rightfully a little bit frustrated here. The defenders tried to take this strip off him before the final whistle. And Duenas, I like to see a little bit of aggression, not taking any of it. You see here, he's got a full hand of his jersey. And a little bit of a kick out at the end as well. He looks really up for it, Duenas, since coming on. He really looks like he's up for the fight against Big McCabe.
Well, Steve Cherundolo told us he was very bright in preseason, someone who covered a lot of ground, but then had a high ankle sprain that really limited his action in the first 10 games or so. Good overlapping run, corner kick coming for Las Vegas in front of Luis E. Fuerza and Electric Company. It's the first corner kick of the night for Las Vegas Lights.
Yeah, positive, that diagonal ball again. I think Quezada this time making the running behind. They've had a lot of joy in those wide areas from the diagonal balls tonight, the Lights. This time cut the ball back, good defending, but hopefully an opportunity to turn the tide on Orange County and have an attacking set piece.
Corner kick presented by Jarritos. Daniel Crisostoma, the former UC Irvine anteater, from the corner, against his former team where he spent 2 years. Headed away. Some great audio there, directed towards the fourth official. Jennings, good touch. Centered, well covered at the near post. I like that run to stay committed into the attack that time. That was Cisse Uche targeting the near post.
I think it was Traore, I think, maybe with the cross deflected out. But no, great play. Jennings again, very positive. Traore much more athletic as the left back, gets himself into those dangerous areas quite well. But really good play from the Lights right now. They're starting to get themselves on top here.
Lucy Fuerza staying involved, as we know they will. Cal Jennings, 5th in the championship, combined expected goals and assists of 9.24, according to American Soccer Analysis. Pretty good in limited action. Relatively speaking, he's 5th most in the league, combined expected goals and assists. And that's before tonight.
Yeah, he's obviously in and out of the team a little bit. We're getting calls up to the first team, but again, showed positive performance tonight.
Corner, Molina headed down. Still alive. Now Thomas will clear. That was Uche who rose above the bigger Orange County players.
Yeah, a bit of bite about Las Vegas. Now they're getting into the 50-50s. They just received a new lease of life in the last 10 minutes, and that header down in the box could have gone anywhere. The Lights looking the more dangerous on that occasion, winning the balls and being a bit more aggressive.
It's a debut for Bruce El Mesmari, the 19-year-old from Cancun. He's going to check in for Roberto Molina. It's the end of the line as well for Torres. Highly regarded player, comes from CF Pachuca in Mexico. There's a youth player there since the age of 13. But he's played quite a bit for Mexico's youth national teams at the under 20, under 17, under 15 level. The signing was announced July 9th. Tonight's his first appearance for Las Vegas Lights.
Yeah, he's obviously taken a wee while to get into the pace of things. The first time to see him tonight, I'm excited to see what he can do. Obviously, his youth pedigree was pretty impressive, playing in the Youth World Cup with Mexico.
Handball, free kick here to Orange County. And when he was signed, we talked to Steve Cherundolo about him. He said he can play a variety of positions. All 4 of the attacking positions, can play a false 9, can play off the shoulder of a more advanced central forward. Good soccer IQ, good on the ball, gives us a lot of options. And another Olaski enters the fray, presented by Dignity Health. Eric Olaski joins his brother and rival Brian Olaski. Eric. Here's the restart. Headed straight in the air, and Leon will clean it up. Space here. El Mesmari back for Duenas. Cleared by Kiernan.
Olaski obviously coming on for Torres tonight. I think Torres might be a little bit disappointed in his performance, especially coming off such a great performance last week with a goal and assist. He would have looked to have continued that form, but just was on the fringes for the majority of the game tonight, and maybe a little bit of fresh legs from Olaski will bring a fresh view for the Las Vegas attack.
Free kick won by Las Vegas. With today's low rates, now is the time to purchase or refinance. Use Security National Mortgage, snmc.com. DeRoma, wide left. Traore. Duenas. Frank DeRoma. Crisostomo. Excellent here from Las Vegas Lights.
Yeah, good possession, isn't it? A little bit possession, get the OC defenders moving around, confident on the ball. They've got some nice little ball players there with Duenas and DeRoma in the midfield alongside El Mesmari. They might be able to keep a little bit more possession and get these bigger defenders running around.
There's El Mesmari on the ball. He wears number 7. So comfortable on the ball in the early stages. He's been training with the first team. Bob Bradley answered questions about him last week, said don't expect him too soon, but he has a lot of quality on the ball. He's still learning fitness, to settle things. They're coming over from Pachuca.
He's a young man in a new setting, a new area. It doesn't come overnight for a lot of young guys. They've got to get into the swing of things, and obviously it's a great accomplishment to be training with the first team already. So if you can be patient with these young men, it can often pay dividends.
Back to Romero. Kiernan. Space and time for Richards. Backside, Wehan chested down. Corner kick, nice recovery. It's Alvaro Quezada, diligent defending from the right back.
Say what, that comes from a great pass out from the goalkeeper out to the right back, and there he is again. Jackson, he really has a great delivery, a good ball into the back post for Wehan, and Quezada, fantastic defending, worked ever so hard to get himself in and quell the danger.
Richards with Wehan there. Shades of England in the Euros, the outside backs getting that involved.
And I just chose an English name on Richards there as well, so I apologize for that.
It's okay. Corner kick coming. Excellent game here in Las Vegas. That's knifing towards the front post and headed clear by CC Uche.
It's really where OC are dangerous, isn't it? They really like these situations. They take the time, they get themselves set up because they know a corner kick is a real good opportunity for them.
9 corners already for Orange County. Here's Richards with a long throw. Knotted down by Thomas, but a free kick to Orange County, a foul against Orange County.
I think there was a blatant push in there. You saw the Vegas player fall forward a little bit.
You know, Thomas, 6 consecutive appearances with the goal. He had 5 before the Gold Cup, missed 5 games, scored in his return. He's now just 2 shy of the USL Championship record set by Haji Berry in the 2018 season with Sporting Kansas City too. 6 on the trot with the goal for Thomas, but Vegas has done a great job on him tonight.
Yeah, he's been very quiet. I don't know if potentially the travel of coming back from the Gold Cup, it maybe caught up with him after playing at the weekend, but
bent ball headed wide. Another quality delivery from Richards.
The Lights have kept him particularly quiet tonight, haven't they? They haven't really let him run in behind. They've kept him in front of him, and he hasn't really created much for OC tonight.
Crisostomo. Uche. Throw in far side. Orozco had the assist on the tying goal for Brian Olaski.
Shame to see no one in the pool there tonight.
I know, 4 tickets in a pool?
There we have one in there.
You gotta at least put the toe in the water, ankle deep, something. Free kick won by Richards.
Foul given away by Troy, but I like to see that he's sprint 20 yards, and in Richards' mind now, he knows that he's going to have that Vegas player on him every time he takes the touch.
Directness for Thomas, and that's excellent work from Trarity, shoulder to shoulder against Thomas.
Yeah, after closing someone down in the left wing spot, he's had to make a 60-yard run to track Thomas. He's done really well in that situation. He's great athleticism, Trier. He's shown that in all the games this season.
CC Uche played at Duke and Ohio State. Grew up in New York and Lawrenceville, Georgia.
After such an entertaining first half, the game's kind of slowed down a little bit. Both managers made their changes at half-time because I think as a manager, you don't really want to be seeing your team let a lot of opportunities against you. So I think they maybe made those changes. It's kind of, you said, a chess match in the first half. I think it's been more of a chess match in this second, and it could fall to whoever takes their chances.
Mikko Kuningas, first year with Orange County. Before that, 6 years in Finland. Won the Finnish Cup at the powerhouse Inter Turku. Also played with the Finnish under-21s a few years ago. But the word I come back to, Andrew, is control. That's the word Steve Trundle used with us on the phone about how his team can manage the games better at the end. He goes, they need to be in control with and without the ball. In the last 5 or 10 minutes, I think they've been in control on both sides.
Yeah, I think this game's been a little bit funny. Both teams have had moments and spells where they've been dominant, they've passed the ball well, but they haven't been able to maintain that for the 90 minutes, and that's probably what Steve Trundler alluded to, is you need to have it over a 90-minute spell. Every game you're going to come under pressure, and that's where you need to defend well, but you have to do it for more than 10-15-minute spells if you want to continuously win at this level.
Chrysostomo, good ball. Just a bit too far in front of Bruce Elmas. Mari making his debut tonight for Las Vegas. Need cash? Your home's equity may be the answer. Contact Security National Mortgage Company to learn more. Flag comes up as Weeham was in offside position.
Great experience to see the two brothers playing against each other. The same against Salt Lake at the weekend. It's not often you see 3 brothers playing in the same league.
It's fantastic for the Olaski family. Directness. Here's Jeroma getting involved. Richards heads away. Felt like Orange County fell asleep a bit, but Henry eventually clears.
Doesn't look good for Jeroma there. He's gone down off the ball.
A 6th game in July in a 25-day span for Las Vegas Lights. Jeroma down. What a story he's been this year. 20 years old, from Sierra Leone, raised just outside of Santa Barbara in Goleta. Played for the Barca Residency Academy in Arizona before Cal State San Bernardino. As Steve Trundle looks on.
Yeah, he's just pulled up with his hamstring. Hopefully it's just a spot of cramp. It isn't anything serious. You always worry when you see a player clutching the hamstring like that.
And quite the team he was on. We've talked about this before, but Roberto Molina, his teammate, Caden Clark from the Red Bulls, just sold to Red Bull Leipzig. And Schalke's Matthew Hoppe, who scored for the U.S. to beat Jamaica in the Gold Cup quarterfinals. They were all on that same Barca Residency Academy team a couple years ago.
Wow, you wouldn't have fancied playing against that team, would you? I didn't know that Hoppe was in that team as well. That's really impressive. It shows you when you make the investment and invest in these young kids and get them into these schools, and this is why I'm convinced that the United States is going to be up there as one of the better teams in the world in the next 5 to 10 years, just through the investments they're putting into soccer. And you see the growth in the USL Championship, the USL, like the likes of the Gold Cup. You see Junior Fleming shining. You see Thomas playing for Haiti. It's just really growing, and the level from top down is improving.
The sub will not be allowed, or he'll be allowed to return, I beg your pardon. Duenas' shot is blocked as Daroma returns. Great to see young Frank Daroma back on the field after receiving treatment. Here he is, right back on the ball, earning a free kick.
That's another foul from McCabe. That's 2 or 3 he's done now. The referee potentially might want to have a word with him. He's slowing the Las Vegas play down. And yeah, it's good to see Daroma come on and not look like there was any problem. Maybe it was just a little bit, he's limping a little bit now.
And it looks like Steve Trentala might be making the same exact case you just made about Tommy McCabe.
I get the impression that's what McCabe's in there to do. Slow the play down, be a little bit of an enforcer, a little bit. Every team needs that dirty player that the other teams love to hate.
Daniel Crisostomo, 24 years of age. Plays it short. Quezada, low delivery. Wehan, good pressure from Quezada. Wehan wins it back.
That's great by Quezada, though. He gave not a great delivery, but his first reaction was win the ball back, and he almost won it in a strong position.
Good decision on the pass. It's into the channel for Olaski. Thomas wants it central. Good work tracking back by Daroma. Hustled all the way back to deny the cross. It's a corner kick coming for Orange County.
He had to fill in for Quezada, who'd made that, alluded to him pressing in the top right-hand corner there of the pitch, and Daroma really filling in. Good play from him, even with a little bit of an injury. It's good to see that he has a desire to get back there and stop what could have been a very dangerous attack for Orange County.
Chris Wehan will deliver. Dangerous ball. Crisostomo heads away. That shot is wide.
Better defending from the Lights, so they've been more dominant in the second half, defending set pieces. We talked about control in the game, but you also got to control the man v man attacks in the area, and I think they've stood up and they've been men a little bit more in the second half against a very strong Orange County team.
Total shots 11-8 in favor of Orange County. Corner kicks 9-2 in favor of Orange County. Another change, Aiden Apodaca, the 25-year-old who played at Cal Baptist. He's on loan from El Paso Locomotive, so an intra-league loan. Joined on July 8th. Tonight's his 4th appearance for Orange County. Still seeking his first goal in 2021, but he has U.S. goals to his name. He scored 5 times for Reno last year, 8 goals total for Reno in the last 2 years.
I think maybe Thomas McCabe making way. His maybe one foul too many. Cloutier wanted to change it a little bit, but Apicado obviously wanted something to prove tonight. Being one of the old rivals of Las Vegas.
Crisostomo. Thomas forced to work on the defensive end. That's the next part of the game, according to Cloutier, is Ronaldo Thomas understanding the defensive side of the ball as Traore's cross leaves something to be desired.
Traore, I think, really needs to work on his final delivery at times. So athletic, really good on the ball. It's not like he's poor on the ball, but there's too many times he gets into those situations and rushes it a little bit. At that time, he had time to take a touch and deliver a better ball into the box.
There's Leon. Stop renting. Start buying. The amount you're paying in rent could be invested in your new home. Use Security National Mortgage. Good burst forward. Olaski. Bruce Elmasmari. Look at the skill on his debut. Alive for Vegas. Jennings turning. It's in! Took a deflection. Jennings will take it. It's a second for Cal Jennings, and Vegas in front.
No, that's what he's there for, isn't it? 2 goals again tonight, following up the one last week. He is in great form. Good play from El Mazrari. Esmari, good feet, and then the ball falls, and that's what a good striker does. He got the ball with his back to goal, but he knew where it was. Quick turn, and the deflection was handy for him, but great finish from Jennings, and this place is electric. The celebrations are all in the stadium all around, and that man's deserved it. Another good performance from Jennings. And Vegas, I said it was about taking your chances, and when you have a guy like that who knows where he is in the box and he knows where the goal is, you make your own look, and it is a great finish.
Jubilation for Luzi Fuerza, Electric Company, and the supporters groups. And give credit there, not only to Bruce Elmesmari, but Olaski off the bench. Eric Olaski had the touch that helped the play move on to Jennings, who scored the goal.
Yeah, but Olaski also in the build-up to the goal was positive in his own half. He's growing in confidence as he goes along this season, and obviously was involved in the goal as well. And to be honest, this game could have gone either way, but Las Vegas deserved to be ahead. And when you have the likes of Carl Jennings in your team, you've always had the opportunity to nick a goal towards the end of the game.
And the composure from 19-year-old Bruce Elmesmari, his first game in this league, his first game for Las Vegas Lights, the former Pachuca youth player, looked really composed inside the box, really created that entire sequence.
Yeah, he was so composed. He was like waiting for the defender to bite and then knocked it past him. Looks very comfortable on the ball, especially when you get into the box. Not many people can have the composure when they're in that area to really try and draw in the foul. And obviously, he did very well in the build-up for the goal.
A long-awaited debut in 2021 for Darwin Jones. He comes on as a second-half stub for Brady Cloutier, on for Brian Olaski. He was one of the big players expected to help this team in the attack, has missed the entire year due to a hamstring injury. He comes on tonight. It's his 4th year with the club. Well-traveled before that with Seattle, with Tacoma Defiance and Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Yeah, obviously, he's got 10 minutes to get a little bit of match sharpness, maybe try and get a goal. He's obviously a big fellow as well, and with a good reputation in the league. Las Vegas, obviously, it shows the quality of this Orange County team when you can bring a guy like that off the bench.
It's been an injury-plagued year. Thomas and Edvoldson still out with the knee injury. Adam John gone for the year with the ACL injury. Seth Kasipli still out. Well-weighted ball to the back post, just too far in front of Jennings, who's on a hat trick. Better cross that time for Mohamed Traore.
Yeah, he took the time to set himself up for the ball into the box. So much better that time. He was a little bit rash earlier, just like wasn't confident on the ball when he had the opportunity. Much better from Traore. Here he is again.
Good touch from Traore, goes to the near post. See Elmesmari popping up, and Olaski as well. The subs have really brought some quality on for Steve Cherundolo's side tonight. They've made the difference here in the second half, really bringing the control back to Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think that's definitely Trace Duenas has been good. Esmari has also been very good since he came on.
Good turn from Jennings. He's at the near post, and he just went over the end line.
The number one thing I think it has brought is energy. They've closed down a little bit sharper. They've put Orange County under a lot more pressure. And as a manager, you want to see guys coming off the bench wanting to improve the game, and they've really shown that energy and desire. Here's some really good pace. Same as always with Jennings. He with his back to goal, he's always looking to turn the defender and run at them into the box. In that case, he was actually unfortunate. I think he maybe felt the ball was out before it got to the final delivery.
The top 5 in the league in expected goals and assists, and 2 more goals tonight. It's up to 6 goals in 9 starts on loan from Los Angeles Football Club.
I think he's been impressive all season. He's direct, he's strong, he's pacey, he's a defender's nightmare, to be honest. You don't want him turning and running at you.
And there we go again. Very good. We've seen Quezada, Crisostomo help out the center backs there against a fresh Darwin Jones. That was a big win of a second ball.
Yeah, when you go ahead, you're now into the last 5 minutes. You need to defend, you need to show the desire to get back in. They did there again.
Good strength there from Uche, shoulder to shoulder against Thomas. Good flick from Jennings. Here's Duenas. the homegrown player for LAFC.
Oh, that was lovely. I really like that. Nice bit of skill from Duenas.
Just 16 years of age when he debuted last October for LAFC. He was the third youngest debutant in MLS history.
You can, if anything, you can see the confidence growing in these Vegas guys. Obviously, 3 games without a victory, well, 3 losses on the road. They've grabbed that goal. And
good turn from Jennings, who's on a hat trick, and the shot was blocked by Henry.
You see them trying skills. You see them confident on the ball. Again, Jennings turning his defender there, and a good block in the end. But he's so dangerous with his back to goal.
Direct here from Orange County.
Now it's a case of what Charundler mentioned. How do they close out the game? They let a late goal against Salt Lake City. Can they see this one out? Show the character to not let Orange County back in the game.
Alex Rando, big night tonight, made some saves in the first half to keep his team in front. 20-year-old from New York who played at Virginia. Came up in the New York City FC Academy. Was a 2-time U19 national champion in the Development Academy.
I like him. I think he's been pretty impressive. Shot stopping in particular, he's very good. The one that impressed me the most tonight was the save to the feet of Weehan as he ran through. Very great bravery and made himself look big.
Restart coming. One in the book for Eligio Adeguin, the referee.
It's just every man forward now from Orange County.
Daniel Crisostomo in the book. Yellow card, Herman Engin. And here comes Abraham Romero, the goalkeeper, to restart. Headed straight in the air. This will be a battle. Settled by Henry. Jones headed away. Thomas on the flank. Well challenged by Deroma.
It's going to be a nervy few minutes, isn't it? This Orange County team is not going to hesitate in putting the ball into the box. And everyone from goalkeeper to striker is going to have to be in there and attacking these balls for the lights.
Another long throw in Orange County will have to deal with. Big throw. And a foul called against Orange County. Now they try and walk that line every single long throw in its set piece, and that time Leon draws the foul.
Yeah, and to be fair, in the second half, the Lights defenders have been so much more aggressive. They've been touch tight to the man, and you see here, Traore, first man up, dominant, winning the ball. That's the Orange County have tried to dominate Las Vegas in those areas, and I think that the Lights can be extremely happy with how they've stood up, especially in the second half.
Jones peeks to his right, has 3 options. Darwin Jones, his debut game of the season. Shot blocked. Damas had a good look. Deroma comes away with it. Bruce Elmas Marin to Duenas. Henry all the way back to Romero. You don't need 20% down to buy a home. With down payment assistance programs, we can help get you into the home of your dreams. Security National Mortgage. Big switch handled by Rando.
That's what I'd like to see Rando taking the initiative, get his defenders forward. Don't take any chances in the closing stages.
Oh, a mistake! And it's Olaski adding his name to the score sheet. He never gave up on the play. Romero came off his line and spilled it. And Eric Olaski seals it for Las Vegas.
It's the Olaski ball, and this time it's the Las Vegas Olaski that comes out on top. And look, I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing, but Olaski put himself in the right position, and sometimes you make your own look in football. The ball fell nicely to him. Here's the long ball. It's taken a bit of a dodgy bounce for the goalkeeper. It was handball, to be fair. The goalkeeper's lucky. He should have been sent off, and fell nicely to Olaski. And good to see him just roll it in and really nice moment for him and his family to see the two brothers on the score sheet, and I think Eric will be happy to be the one coming out on top this week.
It's a first professional goal for Eric Olaski, and it came against his brother Brian Olaski, who scored in the first half and has since departed. He battled injury in preseason after his career at UCLA. And what a moment for him.
Yeah, he's grown in stature as the weeks have gone on. I think the first few times he came on as sub, he wasn't as confident as you would like, potentially coming back from injury. It's difficult. But as the weeks have gone on, he's shown more and more ability, and he's deserved that goal tonight.
Another long throw in coming here from Brent Richards. Headed away, Thomas. Nice touch from Weehan. Oskol scored at home this season, now off the ball. Looked like Daroma went down. Braden Cloutier and the coaching staff for Orange County very upset. They thought there was a penalty.
Bit handbags here, a bit of emotion running at the end. This is what it means for these teams. 3 teams that haven't won in 3 games. This win will mean everything. The referee's going to have to step in and calm people down here. It looked like a bit of an innocuous thing from Kanaga on Daroma. It'd be interesting to see if we have a replay of it.
I'll tell you, this spirit's good to see from Las Vegas. It's a young team. Most of the nights they're going to be the more technically gifted team, maybe the team with more prospects, but you're going to have to scrap in this league and have a street fight once in a while, and tonight it's been a street fight.
Yeah, and that's what this guy does exceptionally well, isn't it? He does like the street fight, and the lights, you can never question the character actually this season. But it's good to see these young men standing up for themselves. It's what they need to learn. They need to learn the laws of football. They need to know how to win these games, and it's actually a compliment them tonight that Orange County are rising to this in the end. They're resorting to a little bit of handbags when the game's closing out.
Frank Daroma into the book. How would you define handbags?
It was just always a saying I grew up with. I think the same was handbags at dawn. I don't really know the meaning behind it.
Quarter kick to Vegas. Well, the handbags have been full of goals tonight for Las Vegas. 2 for Cal Jennings. And a first pro goal for Eric Olaski, who missed the first few months of the year, battled through injury, and opportunistic. He helped create the go-ahead goal with his touch to Jennings, and he scores the third, capitalizing on the error from Romero. Here's Jennings on a hat trick. Took a deflection, it goes back to the corner.
Good play from Jennings again, wasn't it? He was going to hold the ball in the corner. He recognized the chance. He's positive as always, and the lights seeing out this game fantastically well. And in front of the supporters, it often works like that when you play the second half in front of the supporters clubs, the ultras. It can really drive the team forward to score those goals, and it's happened tonight.
Goal kick to Orange County. For now, it's a reversal of June 19th, when Orange County came here and got 2 for Ronaldo Thomas and won 3-1. Jones heads it forward, well claimed by Rando. Full time at Cashman Field. A statement from Las Vegas, managing and staying in control in the second half, and look what it means to these players.
Oh, absolutely delighted, and rightfully so. That game could have gone either way, but after the second half performance, the Lights thoroughly deserved the win. They took their chances, and these guys, it's been a little bit of a rough stretch recently, but hopefully that can give the confidence to kick on for the second half of the season. A great performance and a really, really entertaining game.
2 for Cal Jennings, including the game-winning goal in the 80th minute, and a first professional goal from Eric Olaski in the 90th. And Steve Trenolo must be happy. All of his changes had an impact, including the debutant Bruce Elmasmari, Eric Olaski, a goal off the bench, young Eric Duenas, and Mohamed Traore, who came into the back line and changed it from a back 3 to a back 4.
Yeah, all the substitutions had the desired effect. They showed the energy, they showed the desire, and actually the energy changed the game. Orange County is a big team who want to dominate you, but the Lights' energy in the second half stifled the physicalness of Orange County, and as you see at the end, Orange County had to resort to other tactics to try and get a rise out of Las Vegas, but great performance from Vegas overall.
Here's the save of the game presented by the Nevada Donor Network. And this was Alex Rando against Wehan. Excellent from Rando.
Yeah, the bravery there, we've mentioned it before. He's a really good shot stopper, but in this situation, he's going down at a sprinting attacker's feet. He could really hurt himself, but he showed the bravery and a really good save.
With the win, Vegas is now in the playoff places. They move to 4th in the Pacific Division, tied on points with 16, and ahead of LA Galaxy 2 on tiebreakers. Alex Rando and company very pleased. Vegas has even the season series, a 3-1 home win. 2 for Cal Jennings and 1 for Eric Olaski. We come back to Cashman Field to wrap it up. Full time on a Tuesday night in Vegas. Lights FC 3, Orange County SC 1.
Desert Radiology is the area's chief resource for the highest quality medical imaging and diagnostic care. We're proud to offer 11 conveniently located imaging centers across the valley. As a member of the community for over 50 years, Desert Radiology is proud to be the official imaging partner of the Las Vegas Lights. To learn more, visit desertrad.com. That's desertrad.com. Let's go Lights!
Yo sé que tú puedes. Tú puedes hacerlo, yo creo en ti. Estoy tan orgulloso de ti. No estás solo, estoy aquí para ti. No te rindas. Deja de fumar y vapear, por favor. Please. Sigue intentándolo, vale la pena. Eres la persona más fuerte que conozco. ¡Fuerte! Yo te admiro. Yo te admiro. Yo te admiro. Eres mi modelo a seguir. Deja de fumar y vapear hoy. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por mí. Hazlo por mí. Hazlo por mí. Hazlo por nosotros.
Nuestros niños están mirando. Para obtener ayuda gratuita para dejar de fumar y vapear, llame a la línea de ayuda de Nevada al 1855 Déjelo Ya. Es el 1855 Déjelo Ya. 1855-335-3569. Por mí, por ti, por nosotros. Viva saludable.
My experience with tools dates back to when I was a child. It's a family business that I inherited. Tools are passed down, tools are handed over, and I have used every tool that you can think of. When I think about what I really need, I need for a tool to bring my vision into play. As I'm using the tool, it has to be an extension of my hand, of my arm, and make things simple. Honestly, I would simply say flex is what's next. When you can mix knowledge with great tools, it's life-changing.
Las Vegas Lights Soccer is presented by the Castro Verde Law Group. They treat you like family. By Finlay Toyota, where John Barr will do anything to sell you a car. And by Jarritos, it's super good. Full time at Cashman Field, autographs from the goal scorer, Eric Olaski, his first professional goal, helping to seal a 3-1 win for Las Vegas Lights over Orange County SC. Our man of the match is presented by Launa. Laborers International, the hardest working guys in Vegas. And here it is, presented by Launa. It's Cal Jennings. This first goal came from Molina.
Yeah, I don't think it was a hard decision tonight, was it? Cal Jennings was magnificent all around. He obviously took the goals particularly well, but his overall performance, he's so direct, so strong, so pacey. He's always a threat, always looking to make something happen, and all smiles all around, especially for that man tonight. Great performance.
Great celebration as well near the flag, with all of his teammates coming over. Matt Peterson with former Houston Dynamo midfielder Andrew Driver, and control was one of the words stressed by head coach Steve Cherundolo in our conversation with him this week. He wanted his team under control, and they did that in a very difficult environment playing Orange County.
Yeah, against a very difficult team to play against, a big, experienced Orange County team. But you see there in the celebrations with Jennings, it was a real team effort. They were in it together. They stuck together all the way through to the end, went rough and tumble, and it was good to see the Lights really fight for a win tonight, and deservedly so got the 3 points.
And they did it with some young teenagers and a first-year professional in Eric Olaski coming off the bench. Bruce Elmasmari, Eric Duenas, Mohamed Traore, and Olaski. The 4 changes in the second half really added that bite.
Yeah, the starting 11 all the way through to the substitutions were magnificent. The energy off the bench really made a difference in the second half. When Orange County started to tire, they had to compete with these young, energetic Lights players, and the Lights have to be very happy with that performance.
It's a reversal of the 3-1 loss at home to Orange County on June 19th, and on to the highlights of this 3-1 win for Las Vegas, which moves them into the playoff places, climbing above LA Galaxy 2 with 16 points from 15 games. And early on for Las Vegas, this was the hometown boy, Daniel Masovsky, getting a penalty against Henry.
Oh, it's such an action-packed game. It's actually easy to forget that this even happened. It would have been a great start. Masovsky on the step, obviously not the greatest penalty. I thought he had a good return tonight. Masovsky obviously highlighted there by his determination. A great ball for Molina, and Jennings clinical from 3 yards.
Nice work from Jennings at the time, his 5th of the year. Molina with his 2nd assist. And here's Weehan pushing forward for Orange County. A really well-crafted goal set up by Orozco for Olaski.
Yeah, Orange County in the second half of the first half were probably the dominant team. This highlighted it with a great goal, and Olaski took that extremely well. Good composure to take the touch and clinical finish.
Brian Olaski with his 3rd goal of the year at the time. His younger brother Eric not yet on it. And how about this from the debutant Bruce Elmasmari, the under-20 international from Mexico, sets up the play, and it's finished by Jennings.
Yeah, Elmasmari's really confident on the ball there. Nice lining up the defender, take it past him, and then obviously Jennings, with his back to goal, knew exactly where the net was. Good turn, and nothing the goalkeeper could do on that.
And Eric Olaski stayed with this play, expected a potential mistake from Abraham Romero, and he had an empty net for his first pro goal.
Yeah, you make your own luck. He's made a run a lot of attackers wouldn't have made. They would have expected the goalkeeper to deal with it. The ball fell to him and he finished it very well.
Here are the stats. End-to-end game, 12 shots apiece. Possession in favor of Las Vegas. Orange County had a decisive edge in corner kicks, but Vegas defended its box very well tonight.
They defended the box very well. They also had more possession. You talk about control, Cherundolo. They haven't had more possession in many games this year, and the game was very even. It could have gone either way, but the team that wanted it more in the second half ended up on top.
Steve Cherundolo told us we have to do better in both boxes. They did that tonight with those 3 goals, 2 from Jennings, 1 from Eric Olaski, and really good work from Ronaldo. Several top shelf saves in that first half. We'll wrap things up on this Tuesday night from Cashman Field in Las Vegas. A bit of a break for Las Vegas. They can rest and regenerate before they return to the field August 7th after a busy month of July. 2 from Jennings, 1 from Eric Olaski. A big night from Alex Ronaldo. The substitutes brought the energy for Andrew Driver and our entire team. I'm Matt Peterson saying good night from Las Vegas. Las Vegas back in the playoff places thanks to a 3-1 win.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.